Welcome and thanks for joining me right here on the channel. The solution is you. I surely do hope that you are enjoying your day and that you're making the best of your time. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. With that, let me go ahead and get into today's subject. Now, the topic of today: side piece shenanigans. Four signs that may indicate you have unexpected company. Now, there are a lot of us serious guys out here who are making the best of our day. We are going out and putting in hard hours on the job or at our businesses. And the last thing that you want to encounter is your woman in a compromising position. Have you ever been in a situation where maybe you've come across some photos of your woman getting down with another guy? Or you may be one that have rolled up on your woman. Maybe you're the one who follows your woman around wherever she goes, and you roll up on her and she's at some hotel and you know she's not there for a meeting. This could be a situation where you heard your woman talking on the phone and she was saying some things to another guy, and you didn't take this too well, so you had to go and confront her about it. Man, there's so many situations where your woman may step out on you for whatever the reason may be. And you could just be a guy who's just new to dating, so you really don't know much about the games and the different things that are going down with women. If you're not on top of your business or not handling things like you should, you're not really managing things out as it pertains to your relationship. So today, I have four signs that may indicate that you have unexpected company in regards to shenanigans in which your woman may have a side piece. So let me go ahead and start with number four: household hustling. So this could be a situation where you have a woman, especially if you just met her, and she's pushing you to work multiple jobs, including side gigs. So, sometimes some of us, you may be working a job that is not covering all of the bills. So, a lot of times, men would prefer for your woman to stay at home and you take care of everything. And women, they want to be pampered, and women like to keep their hair done and keep nails done, and they like to go out and spend time with their girlfriends, and they like to do all of this at your expense. And there's nothing wrong with this as long as everything is under control, as long as nothing is too, going overboard, and as long as you can afford it. But in some cases, men are breaking their backs just to make sure that everything is covered, including making sure that their woman has everything that she desires. So one of the things may be is that this woman that you've just met, you probably haven't even known her for more than a couple of months or so. And in this time, she has encouraged you to go out and work a number of jobs, because the whole reason for this is to live a certain lifestyle. Or maybe you guys are supposed to be going out on some trips, and she has encouraged you, in order to afford these trips, these vacations, that you go out and you work certain amount of jobs in order to cover everything. So now you are working a full-time job and a part-time job during the week. And then on the weekend, you have side hustle that you're working on. So you're totally gone from the house. In the meantime, this woman is leaving the house. She's spending time with other guys. She's going over other guys' house for extended periods of time. And don't work at night. This could be a situation, maybe some guy is picking her up from your place and taking her wherever. Could be to a hotel, could be treating her out to dinner. could be picking her up and then dropping her back off after a couple of hours. And you are going out and working all of these hours, just super tired, missing out on everything, don't know what's going on behind your back. All you know is that she's responding to your phone calls. She's returning the text. Sometimes the text comes back a little later, but she does return the text. So you think everything is cool, everything is fine. Maybe you got one of those real fly honeys. She's looking very cute, and you don't want to believe that she may be doing something other than just waiting on you to come home. So you have to be careful about, especially a woman that you just met in the beginning. She's encouraging you to just go all out with working. You need to be working a full-time, part-time, and you need to have some side hustle on the side. And saying that this is because you guys need to get as much money as possible in order to cover all these expenses that's supposed to be shared between you two when you go out on some vacation or when you go out to splurge on some shopping spree. So be very careful about this. Now, number 3, awake for the take. So this is a situation now, usually when you're sleeping at night, from time to time you turn over in your sleep, especially if you have a deep sleep, you want to turn over and maybe, rest on another side. And when you turn over, your eyes open just for a split moment, and you may catch your woman maybe going to the restroom. So you may ask, hey, baby, what you doing up? She may say, oh, hey, I'm going to the restroom. And you say, oh, okay. And then you go back to sleep. Then maybe the next night, same thing, you're just turning over, trying to get well rested in a well rested position. So you ask her, hey, what you doing? Oh, I'm getting up and get a drink of water. All right. Then the next night, you might be tossing and turning. Then you get up to use the restroom. Then you notice somebody's in the kitchen. Your woman's not in bed. So you use the restroom, go back in the kitchen, say, hey, what you doing in the kitchen? Then she's like, oh, I'm just getting something to drink. So this could be a situation every time you wake up or every time you turn it over and you happen to glance and your woman's not in the bed. She just so happens to be doing something when you wake up. And this is something that's constantly happening. This is more than likely a situation where she's waiting until you go to bed, and when you're in your deep sleep is sneaking either in the restroom or in the living room or in the kitchen or somewhere that is opposite where you're at, and sneaking in there and getting on the phone and having these conversations with other guys and kind of peeping in on you to see if you're up or not. And when you get up, or if you're looking like you're about to, go to the restroom, or you're about to come in the kitchen, then she's playing it off as if she's already, using the restroom, or if she's about to go get something to drink, or maybe she heard something fall in another room and she just so happens to get up. She's always up when you happen to get up in the middle of the night. So you have to be alert and, pay attention a lot more to things that are happening at times in which it's suspicious, and don't ignore these warnings and signs. Now, number 2, celebrity commentary. So now you may be a guy and you've probably encountered this before. So let's say you're at some event, and it could be something as simple as being at the movies, or you could be bowling, and in the middle of bowling, while your woman is waiting on you to bowl, and then maybe you come back to pick up another bowling ball or something, and she's making comments on maybe some guy who has come in who's well known or something, and making comments saying stuff like, man, he sure do got a big old chest. Or maybe if you're in the movies and you have one of the A-list celebrities is on the screen. Maybe he just took his shirt off or something like that. And she's saying something like, it don't make no sense to have arms that big. You have to be careful about your woman making comments in front of you. How many of you have experienced this, especially if you're a younger guy? You have your woman out and maybe there's some celebrity or something that's great at dancing. He's a great dancer or maybe a great singer, and he's on the screen and maybe he's singing to some woman on screen, or maybe you guys are watching a movie at home and everything is in high definition, so everything is just popping out to your woman and she's making comments. She can't resist but to make a comment talking about, oh, he got long pretty hair, or them eyes sure are pretty, or he has some cute dimples. You better be very alert of a situation like this, because usually women who do this in front of you, for you being her man, this is a woman that's really could be testing the waters to see if you're a corrector, or if you're going to address the situation. And if you don't address this situation promptly, this woman will take this a step further and may just go ahead and step out on you, because assuming that you're soft and that you are willing to be disrespected at any cost. Maybe you feel like the woman is not being disrespectful. Maybe it's hard for you to recognize the signs of a woman that's being disrespectful. You might reduce it down to just a harmless comment or something, or just for entertainment purposes or something. But you can't ignore this. Everything that women do is typically calculated, and everything they do is usually for a reason. And sometimes women are looking to test you. A lot of times women are rebellious on purpose. A lot of times they are contrary. Um, and, this is sometimes, it could be playful, but for the most part, some women do this on purpose. So you have to be very alert, and you have to expect certain things to happen, especially if you've been getting uh, conflicting signs from your woman. One day she's into you, one day she's not. Maybe if you're going out and spending money on her, she's down with you, but then when there's no more money to spend, then she is distant. So you have to be careful, or you can find your woman doing other things in front of you that you would wish you would have taken care of earlier in the relationship. Now, number one, give it one more shot. So I find that this particular situation happens way too often, especially for guys who enjoy a setting that involves parties or company that comes over often. Now, us men, we always make it our priority to protect our woman from outside threats, other guys that may be on the prowl, maybe trying to see if they can steal your woman. So, it's our job when we're out in public to make sure our woman is protected. So this is a situation where, let's say you're a guy and you're at home and you like to have get-togethers often. So you may have your homeboy come over. Y'all like to watch the football game or basketball game. Or sometimes you can just have your partner come over. It's a lot of guys who do this. They have wives and they have their homeboy come over, or maybe have two or three of their boys come over, watch the game. Maybe they're just there to just talk, all sorts of things while their woman is cleaning the house and stuff like this. So let's say you're a guy who, you and your woman, you're at home and you have one of your homeboys coming over, and maybe you're playing cards, or you might be playing some dominoes, and during all of this, you got the TV on, so you got maybe some videos or something going on, and maybe you got some drinks going on, so you got your some vodka or something like that, and you also got some music playing. So while you're playing the dominoes, you got the videos jumping, you got your music going on the side, and maybe you're smoking and you got your drinks going on. So you got your shot glasses out. So y'all are playing dominoes, having a great old time. And usually when you're playing these games inside of the house, you believe that you're inside of your own home, so everything's nice and comfortable and safe. And so usually you're dressing comfortably. So you might have on t-shirt and shorts, and then your woman might have on some leggings, or with a t-shirt or something, and maybe has her hair pinned up. So this is a situation where you got your guard down and you're playing dominoes and you're having such a great time, you're drinking, and your woman is challenging everyone in there. So it's just three of y'all. So she's challenging you two to see how many shots you can take. And so you're knocking back shot after shot after shot, and you're on your seventh shot of vodka, straight vodka. And unbeknownst to you, your woman and your homeboy that's sitting in there are not really taking that many shots. So here it is, now you're about to be on your eighth shot. They encourage you to hit the eighth one. Maybe they done had like three. And this is on purpose. So now you all drunk and incoherent and ready to go to sleep. So now you falling out and you falling asleep at the table, at the domino table. So now your woman done got you up and done, or maybe it's her and your homeboy, they done got you up, took you to the bed, and now you done passed out. And so while you passed out, they in there getting it on. This happens a whole lot. Many guys don't understand this. You have your closest buddy, or sometimes it could even be a relative, come over, maybe a distant relative, somebody you don't see that much, somebody who really doesn't care about anything. They don't have a care in the world about your situation. They just come over just for entertainment purposes. But let's say this is a homeboy. Homeboys do this all the time. Put you in a situation where you're getting drunk or you're getting super high, you pass out, and now they have all types of access to your girl. And maybe your woman is complicit, so she's in on the charade. So this is a situation where she purposely has maybe encouraged your homeboy or something to come over, or encouraged you to have him come over, knowing that you get drunk all the time, have you pass out, and now they're playing all types of games in the back room. So you have to be very careful and understand what you're getting into when you have your woman, and look for different signs, and don't be naive, and definitely don't let your woman take control of things when it comes to your friends and people who you have coming over, trying to determine who needs to come over and who doesn't. You should be in control of regulating who's who based on their character, and you just have to just know exactly who it is you're dealing with. And if the situation is not to your liking, just make sure you cut bait soon as possible. I thank you for listening to me today. Please understand that the solution is you. With that, have a great day.